Ali Hashem is in Baghdad, monitoring all the developments there, Ali. So what issues, Ali, are driving Iraqis either to the polls or away from them?
Well, mainly this election is about who is going to be the next prime minister of Iraq, who will have the majority in the parliament. But for people, it's about how their lives is going to be better, whether corruption will decrease, whether there'll be more employment rates, whether the country will be stable more and more, and there'll be more investments inside. And also something that many Iraqis take into consideration is who is going to govern this country and into what direction. And when we say govern, maybe the word could have been better if we say influence. Who is going to influence the country's foreign policy and how the country is being positioned in the middle of all the conflicts around Iraq, from the US-Iranian confrontation to the situation within the Arab world. So all these issues are driving people to take a decision whether to vote or not to vote. Those who want to vote are saying, well, this is the only chance to change, and maybe even if it's a 10% possibility, but at least we are contributing to change. And the others are just saying that this is a failed case and it's hopeless. So there's no need to be part of this corrupted system.
Ali, it's not a straightforward election, is it, particularly for international viewers? Remind us of the complex way in which these elections take place. They're designed to represent Iraq's array of different people.
Well, the fact is that in Iraq, even if a bloc takes the majority, it's really very difficult. It didn't happen over the past six rounds from 2003 till this moment that any of the blocs was able to take a definitive majority that would give them the opportunity to form a government. So at the end, there's a need to have a compromise, and after this compromise, there'll be a government, there'll be a prime minister. For example, right now, Prime Minister Mohammed Shia Sudani is seeking another term. He might have the majority in Iraq, but that doesn't guarantee him the premiership, because he'll have to he'll have to take this to the other blocs. He'll have to coordinate with the other sects also, the Sunnis, the Kurds in the country, in order to have a pure majority that will bring him back to the position. However, his own allies right now are the ones pushing to oust him from his own position.
All right, Ali, many thanks for that. Ali Hashem in Baghdad. Well, more than 7,700 candidates are vying for 329 parliamentary seats, much higher than previous elections, under a proportional representation system. The Speaker of Parliament will always come from the Sunni minority and the President from the Kurdish minority, while the Prime Minister is chosen from the Shia majority. Under Iraqi law, 25% of the 329 parliamentary seats must go to women and 9 to religious minorities. A record number of women are running this year. Haitham Numan is a public opinion analyst and researcher at the Institute of Arab and Islamic Studies at the University of Exeter. He's here to discuss it in more detail. A very warm welcome to you. So firstly, how galvanised are Iraqis to get out and vote in this year's legislative elections? Do we have a sense of the turnout at this stage?
Good morning, and thank you for having me. First of all, there are two major indications in this election. First of all, the boycott of Sadr groups, who always had like 70 seats in the parliament. So the question is, who will fill these 70 seats in this election? Second indication is the division among the same sect or same ethnicity political groups. For example, today we have a division inside the coordination framework who represent the Shia majority and represent always the group who always produce the prime minister. And we have two leaderships, a Sudani versus al-Maliki. So I think the winner who will decide the new direction of Iraq especially this election, I think, have a new orientation of the next step, because Sudani have present himself a new leaders for the Shia majority in this situation. So I think the winner will not form the government, but he can decide the direction.
Can you help us understand why this structure exists in the first place? Because I understand there are 7,744 candidates running, most affiliated, as you say, with sectarian political parties and blocs under something known as the Muhassasa system. It's basically proportional representation. Why does this structure exist? Why is it essential in Iraq?
Actually, this structure was established after 2003 as a power sharing system, and I think we have today a widening gap between the public and political elites, because the political elites still would like to continue in this direction of sectarian and ethnicity division. In 2019, we found Iraqi people as a protester decide to ask for or demanding for a Iraqi identity more than sectarian identity. The problem is the ideology, the external influence in Iraq is still insist to keep this type of representation. Right. And this is the problem of the reducing in the participation rate every 4 years.
OK, well, not everyone's happy with the way the elections are organised and structured. I mean, powerful Shia cleric Muqtada al-Sadr has urged his followers to boycott the elections in protest of this system of proportional representation. So how representative will the results actually be?
I think that we will not see any big change in the numbers of seats according to the ethnicity and sectarian, even though the Southern will not participate, because who will fill his seats? I think also Shia, but which type of Shia? Or Shia al-Maliki or Shia of al-Sudani? So will just change the names or the attitude, but will not change the sectarian and ethnic structure of the Iraqi parliament.
Haitham Numan, good to hear your thoughts. Many thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Don't miss out and get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insight. Like, share, stay ahead.